Lubo. So it is May. Happy new month. I know I haven't seen you for a very long time. Yeah, so I'm back. Yeah. So last week I believe it was a bit hectic, the back to school manenos. I'd asked a couple of people around me to tell me how the experience was. Some were like it's marathonic, especially if you have children who have to go to maybe a day school and they are boarding the bus. You have to wake up early in the morning, as early as 4 or 5, to prepare them so that by the time the bus arrives they're ready to go to school. Some were like anxious, and with this economy it's very normal to feel so. I have an incoming call, let me cancel it. So I understand people could be anxious, you don't have the school fees, there are a lot of uncertainties, given that especially for the 844 students, like this is the second last lot. Yeah, so that last lot, so because of that people are feeling anxious, like, if you don't perform, are you what's going to happen? I don't know. There's that pressure to perform. One, on the teacher's side, it's because you're building your CV, you're being judged by the same. On the parent side, it's because, especially if you've taken your child to a premier school, where you're paying high amounts of fees, so there's that pressure to perform. For the students, especially those in national schools, there's that pressure to beat yourself, because you're an ambassador from whichever county you're coming from, so you are the best among the best from wherever you came, and there's that pressure to perform, because to some point it's an ego boost even to the parents. Yeah, my child schools at this and this school, so there's that genuine need to perform, so there's anxiety. For some, they were like, it's good, and they were grateful, at least you're resting, especially if you had those children who are like, you have to pressure them, go shower, especially the teens. So it was a relief for some, and many things that people were feeling. Yeah, for some they were feeling nostalgic. You had created good bonds, good memories with your children, then now they have gone to school. Yeah. That is Winnie Chelangat. Sasa poa. Ukaje chamge. Yeah, so there is that. Now, I also realized with a lot of concern that some parents were like, uh, their children, while going back to school, they were not that ready. You have been asking a child, wash your clothes, iron them, make your hair. Then on the reporting day, you realize they even don't have most things, they have not ironed. And I don't know what happens with KPLC during the back to school week. That's when we have major blackouts. Well, unajua kale, yeah, I schooled at Moi Girls, so Eldoret imenifunza. Hata huku kazini niko na workmates wa kale. Yeah, so there's that concern. I don't know what happens with KPLC. So at that time you'll find even there is water shortages. So if a child hadn't prepared themselves well, there's that possibility that they'll be disorganized. Hata unasikia ukimbia. I saw such a post like, you have been telling a child, oh, sijui, oh, karibu. Okay, so there's that pressure, you believe you've been doing the best, you've been training this child, and they do contrary. But what I know, because I was once there a few years ago, there is a possibility that teenagers thrive in chaos, like literally they thrive where there is that, last minute. As much as it will be inconveniencing, it's good that you start cultivating a habit that becomes a tradition. Like, tell them maybe the first day they arrive at home, they need to submit the newsletters, they need to submit the fee balance structure. Yeah, they need to also come with a shopping list, because they have been at school, especially the boarders, so they know what they literally needed. Yeah, they could have prepared by the time the previous evening before they came home. So they give it to you, it's yours, you're the one going to do the shopping, or you facilitate it, but at least it will be a comprehensive one. No, there was a situation, like I remember in primary school, you know, you need a drawing book, you know, you need a graph book, but you don't remember these things. What just comes to your mind while going back to school is maybe snacks, if they're allowed in your school, so you forget the major things. Also tell them to come up with things like, you know, the shopping list. Tumewafunza, especially the at form 1 they had been taught, so they need to come up with the shopping list, the packing list, the to-do list. You know, some of these things you are complaining that most of them are just potato couch potatoes. Yeah, they're simply on the TV, on the computer, and they even forget to come with the assignment books surely. So it means there is something we need to do as stakeholders, and we need to be cooperative. You know, we work as a team. It cannot work by just one person doing one thing. So whatever we teach, you also need to follow up, and yeah, give them also an opportunity to have an autonomy to do these things. Like shopping, you can let them know even how the state of the economy is. Give them some cash, let them go and do. You know, sometimes they are ungrateful. Maybe you bought for them the small kiwi, small toothpaste. They don't understand that you don't have those finances, but at least when they go there, they're able to even compare. They can actually come up with nice bargains. You know, they have a high bargaining power, they have a greater taste. So sometimes it's good you just leave them to do things on their own. Yeah. Apart from that, also, as much as you ask them and they tell you they have done, you also need to supervise. I don't know, parents, we are so busy lately, and it's really worrying. The 21st modern parent, we need to pull up our socks. You know, we are just oriented towards making money till we forget about the core business about these children. You know, if you're working so hard, you're getting the cash. Where is it going? If you're going to lose a whole generation in rehabs and such kind of places, so it means we need to up our game, really. Yeah. And yeah, now back to teachers. I understand some didn't have jobs, you know, because of even the competence-based education. There was that reshuffling that's happening. We have more graduating day in, day out. So yeah, people are at home. So what I can tell you, a tip is network. Your network is your net worth. There is no way around it. Yeah, it's good that you have the papers. Now, those papers are not going to speak for you if you're not going to interact. So join as many groups as possible. Ask people who are ahead of you to give you tips, to even have a review of your CV. Yeah, also get as much experience as possible, you know. Yeah, like create content maybe around education or any niche that you're interested in. Take up volunteer opportunities, do internship, whatever that will improve your curriculum vitae. It will not go in vain. Okay. Yeah, and the same goes to even our students. Once they have done their final exams, it's good that they have a wide variety, you know, to exercise these things. They will come in handy, you know. Even when you have a DM, you have a domestic manager, it's good that sometimes they get to do these things on their own. Yeah, like right now I'm in my room. Yeah, as much as I can afford maybe a DM, there are things that are so basic that I need to do on my own. Like, no one is going to come and wash me. Maybe just even doing polishing up yourself, you know, cleaning your room, spreading your bed. These are basic things, and there's no way around it, you see. So that we reduce this entitlement mentality whereby someone is like, uh the problem is the government. Some of the problems are actually self-inflicted, so we need to be solutions to our problems. Yeah, learn a new skill. Like I learned how to make my nails, so yeah, I hope you love the boldness. Yeah, so there's a lot. Like now I'm enjoying the weather, give it a try. As much as I have a preference for warm weather, I hadn't even considered central Kenya, and I'm like, so it's so good, the birds chirping, the softness of the grass, the students, uh, the way they are willing to learn, it really gives you a wide perspective about the state of education in Kenya and globally. So even if you were to go maybe to do a master's, let's say a master's in education, this will even build a good thesis, because you're speaking from experience, and like where someone is just seated in some office, they're not giving tangible reports, just having a thesis which is not solving a particular problem. So if you're in a position to find a place where you're practicing, you learn some of the things and how to handle behavior management, student management, how you present yourself as a professional, and such kind of things. Like here today I got responsibilities, like I'll be in charge of entertainment, you know um so it means I will have to up my game as far as looking for things that will be entertaining, for set books, to keep the children engaged. You see, I'll have to create a timetable, so that comes down to my organization skills. So every opportunity that's given unto you, don't take it for granted. Yeah, so I will have to do maybe things, be updated on current affairs, even sports. Imagine, as much as I'm wearing a Chelsea jersey, um I've not had that much time to interact with the sports world, but now I am forced to, and it will come in handy someday. So yeah, that is it, all about networking. Also, this week what I learned about networking is that I went to some place where I left the baby, and the madam was so good. Like, I've got almost all my utensils. Yeah, she has given me ideas on how to survive. Having people who are business oriented, like, she has really inspired me. You start small, and how she has built even a house, a brand. So you pick these things along the way. Yeah, like now I know um how to spot a business gap, and yeah, bridging it. That's basically entrepreneurship. You don't need so much, you just need to plunge in to the ocean. Okay, I just want to leave this live at this place and wish you a happy new month, happy new term, and yeah, we shall be interacting. Keep engaging. Yeah, goodbye. Love you.